You've probably heard that yoga is good for your body, but what if I told you it might be even better for your mind? And what if the real transformation begins long before you ever touch your toes? Let's rewind. Picture ancient India over 5,000 years ago. In the heat and silence of the forest, monks and sages would sit still, focused, mastering their breath for hours. Yoga wasn't about fitness. It was a system to master the mind. One story speaks of a yogi named Patanjali, the sage who gave us the Yoga Sutras. These ancient verses, written around 200 BCE, describe yoga not as stretching, but as the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. That means yoga is really about focus, presence, letting go of the chaos. And it wasn't just India. Ancient practices like Tai Chi in China and Sufi whirling in the Middle East show that cultures everywhere understood the link between movement, breath, and inner peace. But yoga created a map, a step-by-step guide for mastering the mind and body. Now fast forward to today, a world full of pings, likes, endless scrolling. Our minds are more distracted than ever. But here's the twist. Modern neuroscience is proving what ancient yogis already knew. When you slow your breath even just a little, your heart rate follows. Your nervous system calms down. Your brain releases GABA, a neurotransmitter that reduces anxiety and lifts your mood. A 2010 Harvard study found that 8 weeks of yoga and meditation can literally shrink the part of your brain that triggers stress, the amygdala. So how does this happen? Well, take the simple act of focusing on your breath. That's a form of mindfulness, and mindfulness strengthens the prefrontal cortex. That's the brain's decision maker, focus center, and self-control hub. Let's get even deeper. Have you heard of neuroplasticity? It means your brain can rewire itself based on experience, and yoga gives it the perfect conditions to do that: calm, presence, and intentional movement. Here's another piece of the puzzle: the vagus nerve. It's like a secret communication highway between your brain and your body. Deep breathing and certain yoga poses stimulate the vagus nerve, helping your body switch from stress mode to rest and digest. That's not just calming, it's healing. Now here's a fun one. Did you know that certain yoga poses like inversions increase blood flow to the brain? That's why poses like downward dog and legs up the wall aren't just relaxing. They literally refresh your mind. And balancing poses, they activate the cerebellum, the part of your brain responsible for coordination and mental clarity. You don't have to twist into a pretzel to feel the benefits. Even a few minutes a day can change your mood, sharpen your focus, and make you more resilient. One woman I know, let's call her Mia, started yoga during a tough breakup. She couldn't sit still, couldn't sleep. But after 10 minutes of gentle yoga each morning, just breath and simple movement, she found calm again. 6 months later, she says she doesn't recognize the old version of herself. And Mia's not alone. Millions have turned to yoga not for fitness, but for sanity. Firefighters use it to stay calm under pressure. Veterans practice it to manage PTSD. Even corporate teams are using it to reduce burnout and improve focus. And there's something poetic about it, the way yoga teaches you to stay steady in an uncomfortable pose. Isn't that kind of like life? You learn to breathe through discomfort, and suddenly your mind doesn't panic so easily. You become less reactive, more present. There's even research showing that yoga can increase gray matter density in your brain, linked to memory, emotional regulation, and empathy. Yes, yoga might actually make you kinder. That's why many yogis talk about ahimsa, non-violence, not just in action but in thought. So here's the truth: yoga isn't just a workout, it's a mental reset, a way to step back from the noise and listen to yourself again. Ready to try? Just sit, breathe, start small. Your mind will thank you. Follow for more mind-blowing facts.